There's another video. um, I probably did say this on the video from last night or early, very early this morning. But I caught this person coming by, blowing his horn. And see, I'm glad I had my body cam on him because, in my defense, when this comes before a judge, I'm going to have my say and I'm going to have my proof to back it up instead of hearsay. That witch that stays across the highway where I parked to let my husband in through the gates, all this time I've been telling my husband for a very long time I did nothing about it. I ignored it. Let me tell y'all something. You cannot ignore these crackers in this neighborhood. You can't. Because the law refused to prosecute these people for harassment. Number one, because there's not a noise ordinance in this county. Okay. Number two, in this county, it's not a formal harassment or stalk when you leave your property and you got cameras coming from two individual, one a family member, the other one is his butthole buddy, got cameras on you when you leave your property. Okay. And then when you go out of your driveway, a driveway that you use that had you have an easement to, that you got some witch across the road filming everything that goes on, taking pictures of me because I'm sitting there on a property that I have power of attorney over, me and my husband. And she's being harassed and feel like she's being stalked. Are you freaking kidding me, witch? You're kidding me. You know, sometimes people, I'm going to tell you neighbors something, and this goes to all neighbors across the nation, across the world. The best thing you people need to do is stay the hell out of drama. Now, when it comes to a child abuse or animal being abused, that's different. That's time you need to stick your hand. You know, President Trump said this country wasn't run on common sense. And you know what? I love this man because he's right. And it's time, it's damn time, past time that this country runs on common sense. Because these people are maliciously stalking and harassing me and my husband. Oh, did I say in the other video? I choose to not let these people get under my skin, right? So what do? My doctor tells me I need to exercise, right? Not thinking nothing of it, not doing anything on purpose, just minding my own freaking business. So I decide to listen to music and dance. Well, obviously, these female white crackers have a problem with me dancing. Yeah. They have a problem with me dancing now. This particular morning, and I've been doing this several mornings, dancing, listen to my music, and helping my husband come through the other gate on our 911 address because we're using it now, and we're going to continue on using it. That's right. We stopped for a very, 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 very long time. But what does our sheriff say? Just ignore him. No, idiot. Let me explain something to you. I was raised by these type of people. If you don't put them behind bars and show them they cannot harass and stalk somebody for the hell of it and for maliciously doing it, threaten bodily harm, and accusing somebody of burning somebody's house down, like these people really think they're that damn special. And ain't nothing special about that. I'm going down the driveway and I'm dancing. I'm going down, just doing my exercise like my doctor told me to do, right? Well, obviously, this one white cracker just didn't like it. What does she do? She opens up her camper. Now, she lives in a camper, okay? The county I live on, you can't have two living dwellings on one property. I think it might be an acre or less or something like that, 2 acres. Anyway, she gonna open the door to her camper now. She been living in this camper for years, okay? She opened the door. She said, calling out the name of the road that I live on. She said, I dare you bring your your ass down this road and dance again like that, Yo. Who the hell says yo? Trash. That's who says it. I'm just gonna be blunt with you, trash. So I said, wait a minute. Is she talking to me? And I'm the only one out there dancing and stuff. And this witch has got a problem with me dancing. She has a problem with me dancing. Okay? And this is a lot of reasons why I do wear a body cam with me. And I'm continuing wearing a body cam with me. Okay? I know stalking and harassment is meant for a different purpose. But y'all, come on. 7 years. Okay? This could have been nipped in the butt a long time ago if we had a sheriff that was worth a damn. I'm just going to be honest with you. And the first term I voted for him. I damn sure didn't vote for him the second time. I won't vote for him again. Ever. And these people keep voting him in. They're not going to do no better with this county. But this police department is the reason why we're selling our place. It is. Because we don't feel safe. So, I walk down the road, dancing, minding my own business. Okay. Let me explain something y'all do about these so-called parents in this neighborhood. It don't take a rocket scientist or it don't take a fake blonde as of myself to know they've been doing a lot of talk with these kids. And I know this because when I used to walk out my mailbox, a few of these kids, with this one idiot that's a coward. He's a coward. He is. He's a scaredy cat. That's what he is. And he better be scared. He better be scared. And I'm going to tell you why. Because my husband done whipped his ass one time and took his gun from him and he cried like a little girl. He cried just like a woman. Nobody didn't get that on camera, did they? Nah, of course not. And when I used to go out, my remember the kids would call me a bitch. Yeah, kids would call me a bitch. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love kids, but I have quite a few pet peeves, and one of them is an unruly kid, a disrespectful kid. But how can they learn any better when they're learning from the parents? Seriously, how? The woman that called herself raising me wasn't worth a shit. She ain't worth a damn. She had all these kids, and she's only a mother and a grandmother to a few of them. Her kids and her grandkids. That's it. She's a waste of human life. She really is. And I know you people can say, "Oh, that's where the problem is." That's no, dear, no. What I have was inherited. Guess who by? Her mama. So what I have is inherited. Okay. And yet it ain't none of y'all's business what I got. It's not. It's not nobody's business what I got. And I know you're gonna be viewed. That's why I keep saying y'all. But this is for my purposes. Keeping a journal. This is my journal. Let's say it like that. Because I'm gonna get my side out. So I decided to walk back down the 911 address we live at, and I'm dancing. Yeah, I'm saying a few words. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm getting tired of you crackers in this neighborhood. You got a big mouth. You got no ass, and well, the women in here, the white women's got big asses and big mouths. Okay, and my big mouth comes from all the stress and the anger, the frustration, all these little things just balled up in one. That's where mine come from. I used to be a lot more classy lady than what I am. Okay, and I'm really disappointed how I'm turning out, how I let these people do me like this. It's because of the police department and because of these people in this neighborhood. But that's okay because I know now, as long as I'm miserable, they're happy. But as long as I'm happy, they're miserable. That's all proof. So I start walking down, I start dancing. I do it quite a few days. I do it. Okay, it's not often, but I do it. At that time, I did it every 2 days, 3 days. Um, So I walk on around, go around to where my other gate is, where the other gate is, and have let my husband in. He drives a truck, in case you don't know. And lo and behold, I'm really minding my own business, and I happen to turn around to look, just to be looking. And here this witch is that I've been having problems with all this time. And it only verifies what I've been telling my husband. And only verifies what I've been telling the sheriff's department. But they're not breaking the law. So I'm not breaking the law. Okay? Here she is, looking directly at me, standing there like she got a problem with me. Because I'm dancing. What is it, crackers? Am I the only cracker in this country that know how to dance? Y'all jealous? Is that what it is? Or is it because you're jealous because I don't let you crackers interrupt my life anymore with my husband? Is that what it is? Because I didn't sign up for no damn soap opera. We've been living here almost 30 years. And up until 7 years ago, I absolutely nothing of my neighbors. Didn't know their names or anything. And when this happened with this so-called family member, now I do need to throw this in there. He's married to a witch. Yeah, I'm gonna say that a lot too, because they are. She's a big time troublemaker. She's not making nobody. If she's not making somebody's life miserable, she's not happy. Okay. If you know who I am, I don't take no shit. If you come up at me and you disrespect me, I'm damn sure gonna disrespect you in the same manner. Okay? Hold on a minute. Hello? Hey, I'm on live right now, honey.
Okay,
I love you too, baby. Be careful.
all right. Okay, baby.
Love you too. Bye. Let me tell you another thing. When I used to make reports, these stupid cops out here would put my number, my cell number, because I don't have a home number. They put my cell number on the reports. And by me being the victim, of course, the predators got my number when they pick up the report also, right? Because they have that right. I had to change my number. I used to get calls. And just this particular day, my frustration kicked in. So I called this number back because when they called, they would not leave a message. Because I normally don't answer the phone unless I recognize your number. Okay, I won't. So this one woman particular, and it's a friend of the family member. Okay, she called me, and then I called her back. I said, "You call this number?" No, I didn't call that number. I said, "Well, I don't know who you are." And I could tell by her voice that it was maliciously done. You could tell, okay? Don't play this stupid shit with me, okay? You could tell when somebody's maliciously doing something to you. Yeah, you can. I said, "What you doing calling my number?" She said, "I don't know what you talking about. I ain't called your number." I said, "Well, I'm going to tell you, and you tell your phone that I said not to call my damn number no more." "Well, I didn't call your number." I said, "How'd I know to call you back, bitch?" And I'm gonna tell you something. When people get on my nerves, I do have a tendency to cuss now. I do. I did then when all this shit started. Oh, I could tell y'all stories that y'all probably not gonna believe this anyway, but it don't really matter anyway. I don't know why I keep saying y'all because this is a journal. But the police department got where when I did call them, they would make a phone call. They wouldn't even come out here. And I'm not going to lie, I probably called about 50 times that 1 year. About 50 times. I did. Because I'm reaching out to the police department. Do something. Do something besides nothing. And besides telling me I need to go back to my house and standing there at my damn gate. That's my gate. That's my driveway. That's my road out there. It's a private road. So do I have a right to tell you to get off of it? And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these white cops do not like me. I don't have a filter on my mouth. And I'm not going to have one. When I'm frustrated, I'm going to let people know I'm aggravated. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. So if you don't want no part of that, don't stick your nose in where it don't belong. And don't start no shit. So I've got the name out here that I'm a crazy lady. So everybody in the neighborhood, everybody in this country got a crazy lady neighborhood. Well, it's like this. I'm crazy to a point, but I'm not crazy enough to break the law. But I'm to the point now, right now, that whatever they do to me, I'm going to do to them. I'm to that point. Let me tell y'all something. I know I said this in the previous video. I don't know why I keep saying y'all. Anyway, whatever. It's a journal, okay? The other people in this neighborhood, and I have no problem with, except for one thing. When they come in here and they ride these four-wheelers and they cut the muffler off, or they put a hole in the muffler on purpose to make it louder, and yes, they've done that. They used to come in here, and especially at night, up in the morning time, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I called the law, nothing wasn't going to be done. I've had a few of the neighbors to talk to me and ask me, did you hear them this morning? Did you call the law? Why do I have to call the law? I've already got on their list a blacklist. I'm already on their blacklist, okay? Let's just speak the truth. I'm already on their blacklist. You don't get it, do you? You know why you don't want to get it? Because you think just as long as you look the other way and you turn your back, and the only person in the neighborhood they already got daggers for, they can have more daggers for. So you choose not to call the law. So I told her, I said, don't call me no more. And at this time, there was a few neighbors I was talking to, and they had my number. I said, don't call me no more. Block my number. Which you got to worry about blocking my number because I ain't calling you. I don't have no reason to call you. I don't need a cup of sugar. I don't need a cup of flour. I don't need you. And you don't need that for me because I don't have no flour or sugar for you either. And they apparently they got ticked off. And I don't care. Ain't no love lost. I ain't no skin in this game for them. So I don't give a shit. So I guess they just decide, the neighbors I didn't have a problem with, they just decide to just turn back. Don't say nothing, don't call the law and all this, and just live with it. And that's what I've been having to do for the past 7 years, me and my husband. Yeah. I've had some officers tell me and my husband, that's why I wear a body cam now. Because there was one incident, the people that damaged our trucks, our business, destroyed our business. They said right there in front of the cops they was going to do it. The cops ignored it like it wasn't nothing. Well, this one particular night, one of the guys, we've been having trouble out of. Now, may I add, this is another neighbor that stuck his nose in something he had no business sticking his nose in. And these crackers out here, they love drama. And I'm going to tell y'all something about these crackers in here. To fair warn you. If anybody in this area sees this YouTube video, these people are cowards. They're hypocrites. Instead of confronting you, they will do damage to your property. That's why I made a Facebook page stating to the fact, I hear where I live, the county. I said, everybody in this county, You need to light it up. You need to put cameras up. The more cameras you got, the safer your place might be. And I told them, I said, the police department's not going to do nothing. They're not going to do a damn thing for you. But I used to read the local paper about what kind of crime is in this area and stuff. And there was an article in there about this woman saying that the police department wouldn't do anything. So they got where they just make calls to them. So it kind of gave me a relief because I kind of felt like, well, I'm not the only one going through this problem then. There's also other people going through this problem. I said, okay, that's, I mean, I felt just a tad bit better about it because I'm not the only one going through it. But this police department is still biased. They take their time to come to our calls. They got where they didn't come to our calls. They got where they wouldn't come, period. They didn't call, period, or did anything about it, even when they did come out here. But I still want them to be shown out here. I still want them to be seen out here. And this very thing that I tried to prevent was not prevented. And that's me and or my husband going to jail because people out here threaten us. Like I told you, people would fight. Yesterday, I saw the SOB's cousin that's pointed a gun. And me and my husband one got locked up for him. My husband beat his ass. Him. I saw his cousin. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I've got so aware of my surroundings that I notice people when they look at me a certain way. I know. You got some people out there that says, what are you talking about? Just ignore them. Okay, I've ignored them for 7 freaking fucking years. I've ignored them. I'm not doing it no more. So whatever they do to me and my husband, I'm going to do it to them. I was coming out of the grocery store and I happened to just turn around, look up and go out the door. And here comes this, he looked kind of familiar, but I couldn't, he's one of the type I couldn't recognize him where I've seen him from. And he looked at me kind of funny like. So I walked out the door and I happened to look at the vehicle he got out of. I said, oh, okay. I know who this is. This is another troublemaker. So I take my body cam and I record his vehicle. Yes. And I'm going to. Because the cameras that I have on my property that faces out there to protect my property is deer cameras. Because where my mailbox is and where my house is, it's a little ways off. So I can't have internet out there. Yes, I can spend the expensive money, and I've checked in all that. And I said, I'm not going to do all that. And these deer cameras have a tendency not picking up everything. I mean, they pretty much almost accurate, but they have a tendency not picking up things. So when I see somebody as suspect, I'm going to record you. I'm going to record anyway. I'm carrying my body cam anywhere. I've had a few cashiers. I was like, "What you doing here? YouTube?" And I said, "No, this is for my protection." Because our police department refused to protect me and my husband and our property. This is for my protection. And if any of them have a problem with me recording, I would stop recording them. I would. But once I turn away from that person, I'm going to start back up recording again. It's not there to invade their privacy. It's not, but when you're in a public place, how the hell are you going to invade somebody's privacy? I can't even have privacy on my own damn property. And I have nothing but woods behind me and beside me. All the troublemakers live in front of me. And I still have no privacy. I've got an 8-foot fence put up. I still have no privacy. Because I'm still being stalked and harassed. When you got security cameras, they're supposed to be there to protect your property, right? No, not these idiots in this neighborhood. These white people live in this neighborhood. They're here to stalk me and harass me and my husband. That's why they put cameras up. So, These people got bold. Remember me tell you that I like the moon? My camera, they do it at night because they like cockroaches. That's when they come out, is at night. Because they think they really can't be seen. Nobody wouldn't recognize them. I'm a step ahead of you now. I've called the local sheriff's department many times on these four-wheelers. Not one done. Nothing. Tearing up the road. Not one done. So this one incident, I called the law. Somebody on a four-wheeler ran over my mailbox. I went out, took video of it, took pictures of it, called the law, talked to the law. Well, you got this one little arrogant cop that came out here who's young. He must have just started something. What he needs to do, he needs to go back to school. Is what he needs to do. But to say that, I'm gonna say this. They made us feel like we're the perpetrator instead of the victim. This cop stands up here now, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is a new kind of stupidity in this country, and yes, it does come into it comes into a police uniform. This boy stood up there. He's a lot younger than my son, a lot younger. Stood up there, and he said, "You want me to give you my analogy of this?" I said, yeah, why don't you do that? You know what this stupid ass cop told me? He told me that I believe y'all ran over y'all's mailbox. Okay, y'all, we don't own a four-wheeler. Never have owned a four-wheeler. I let him talk. And my mouth is dropped. I got my mouth up and he sees this. It's not even phrasing him. And I used to call people honey, darling, and stuff like that. Well, now I have to monitor that. Okay. Um, Down in the South, that's the way of welcoming people. Is honey, darling, sugar, give them a hug, this, that, and other. Well, people get offended of that, especially non-Christian people. You better watch these hypocrites too, because this family member, he's self-claimed Christian. And he's a hypocrite from hell. Him and the other family member. I let him talk, and I'm just boggled. I can't believe this is supposed to be. You look at this uniform and you think these people are supposed to be highly intelligent, or best, supposed to be common sense. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And he got to talking, and I'm standing there. I'm just bag of mine. I said, "Did you just hear what you said to me?" He said, "Ma'am." I said, "Did you just hear what you said to me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you believe what you just told me? Do you believe what you just told me? You actually believe the words that came out of your mouth?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You know what? I'm going to do you even better. Come walk back here on my property. You got my permission to come walk back here on my property." Walks back there. I said, "You see a four-wheeler? What'd you see? Golf cart, right? Where's the four-wheeler? See the tracks of a four-wheeler? See any evidence at all of a four-wheeler?" I said, "Now, do you want to recant that statement to me? What you just said to me?" "No, I mean, I still think." I said, "Honey, where did you graduate from?" Excuse me, I didn't mean to call you that. Where did you graduate from? Did you graduate high school? Which I've known some intelligent people as of myself that did not graduate high school. I said, and you still believe the words that came out your mouth? I said, "I want to tell you something. In your future, are you trying to become an investigator? Because at this time he was just a little sheriff, deputy sheriff, or whatever. I said, you trying to become an investigator? He said, well, I have thought about it. I said, well, I think you need to go back from the bottom and start back up, honey. Excuse me. I think you need to start from the bottom, the way bottom, and move yourself up. I said, now you get off my property. Okay? Well, ma'am, if I've got probable cause, I could be here. I said, you ain't got probable cause. Get off my property. Don't come back. If you hear this address, don't come to this address because I'm not going to need you. I'm dealing with enough of ignorance out here, or stupidity. It's not ignorance, it's stupidityness and maliciously behavior. And I damn sure don't need it in a uniform. So, they leave. I'm out recording in the middle of the highway because this family member used to have a lot. I mean, people would drive their vehicles over here with their four-wheelers on the back, and there's no room, none. He lives nasty anyway. They park out on the side of the road, and they get off, and they ride. Now, this would go on up to 3 or 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the damn morning. Every night. I'm talking about every night. I'm not talking about just weekends. This was an every night thing. Because this family member purposely, maliciously done this. This wasn't for recreation reasons. This just wasn't for a hobby. Yeah, it was for a hobby. It was for them taunting and harass me and my husband. Now, if I hear a four-wheeler, I'm petrified. It's like I do have PTSD. That is one of the things I do have. I was diagnosed that years ago, among other things, okay? But when you cannot live in peace in your home, what's supposed to be your sanctuary, supposed to be your kingdom, your calm place, your safe place, it's sad. It's a miserable life to live. So when we made a decision to put our place on the market, I knew we was going to have a problem because the way these people live, the way several of these people, these neighbors here live, depreciated our property to the utmost, lowest point. Now, this county I live in is a politician county, okay? They big on litter. They just don't give a crap what your yards look like. And it's embarrassing because I've talked to a few people, and when they come out here, they said, well, we know where the drugs are dealed at. I said, well, I don't know about all that now. I don't know about all that. But I have my thoughts. I have for years. And I don't care. Look, I'm a type of neighbor, leave me the hell alone. Don't mess with me. And when it started about this family member, he done it on purpose, maliciously, and he started adding white crackers to it. Okay? But no one would listen to me. Not a judge, not a lawyer. I've called lawyers over the years. Not a lawyer would listen to me. And then when I called a law, they wouldn't come. They wouldn't return for my phone call. They wouldn't do anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it was pointless. Life's going to get better for me and my husband. But see, the thing about it is, we've got to sell our home here to move forward. But I'm also making this journal to say this too. When we move, and any of these people that has harassed us and stalk us, if you find out where we live, it's not going to go down like it did here. It's not. And I will let my local sheriff's department be aware, and I will let this local sheriff's department be aware of the kind of problems we're having with this sheriff's department. But I'm just going to say this. If you've got a family member, and he's got buddies, beware. Because in this county, it's not a harassment or stalking if he's kin to you. He can do what he wants. He can trespass. He can do whatever he wants. Anything he wants, he can break the law. Anything he wants. Because of 2 words. Family Feud. I have heard those 2 words for the past 7 years to make my damn stomach turn. I won't even watch the game show Family Feud because of the title. But if I do to them what they have done to us, point taken. My husband went to jail for defending us. He didn't have a weapon. My husband beat his ass with his hands. This is the same punk that come by last night because the witch that lives across the road calls him and tells him, oh, she's sitting down there. She got her lights pointing in. And she's, now, may I add, I've got her all on video. She's sitting there flicking her nightlight on too. But remember what I said in this video. Yesterday when I turned my recorder on, because I return my recorder on when I walk out my door telling them my video, my camcorder, excuse me, my body cam, what I'm about to do. And I said to my camcorder, I said, you watch. No longer than I get out my steps, get on my golf cart, go out my driveway, she's going to be standing out there in her yard. And lo and behold, she was. Now, I put it like this. Like I said before, a lot of these crackers, they don't know me. They know nothing of me. All they heard is gossip. Just pure damn gossip. And I do believe this so-called friend, and I hope that she finds this video, the so-called friend, it was all a setup. Because she's friends with these people. You know, she's not white. And I'm gonna say that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I believe it was all a setup. Every damn bit of it was a setup. Nothing good or bad in this neighborhood when it comes to me and my husband is, oh, that just happened. No, it's a setup. I've lived it long enough to know. And I'm pretty damn good at noticing surroundings. So we're talking to a lawyer next few weeks. We've been had this plan since August, since my husband got locked up. Because this police department has abused their control. Their authority, not the control, their authority. They abused it. And we was on a recipient end of it. They did this maliciously because I was a thorn. I am a thorn in the police department side. Because I call people out for who they are. I don't bite my tongue just because you're in uniform. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Y'all, I didn't used to be like this. I didn't. But things like this will cause you change your personality. I miss who I used to be. I really do. I miss it a lot. My poor husband. To know him is to love him. Let me tell y'all something. This particular family member, and I do believe his wife had a lot to do with it because his wife's got a crush on my husband. She got a big time crush on my husband. And my husband told her, if you were the last free woman on this earth, I won't have nothing to do with you. I will put my thing in a meat grinder. I mean, she must have got butthurt about it. Real bad. I mean, real bad. Now, there's no proof of this. But they will stalk my husband. When we own our business, they will follow my husband to his destination. Okay? So this other family member got her nose involved in it. She decides just to come up and threaten bodily harm to my husband, saying, I know you cheating on, because I know you cheating on my daughter, this, that, and other. Bitch, stay out of it. And I'm going to tell anybody, stay out of it. I'm going to tell y'all something. Since the day I met my husband, my family's been trying to break us up. Me and my husband been together for 36 years. We have one son together, one child. Unlike a lot of women out here just pop out babies like the damn M&Ms or something. They accuse him of cheating on me. Okay? Well, I got this picture, and I'm going to tell you why this was purposely, maliciously done. Now, if I got evidence, I mean hardcore evidence, it's between me and my husband. It's not between me and my husband and y'all, me and my husband you, me and my husband him, and all that. It's not. It's between me and my husband. It's not between nobody but me and my husband. And these people love drama so damn much. And this one particular family member, she got too much time on her hands. She need to go join a club somewhere where they're decent people. Okay? But they were following him. And I asked my husband, I said, was any truth to it? Of course, he denied. He said, no, it's not. Now, these are coming from people that's been trying to break me and my husband up. See, these people didn't know nothing about my husband when I met him. They knew nothing because I met my husband. When I left these people behind. When my son was small, I left these people behind. Intention to never, ever see these people again. Ever. But I was always the one trying to get the family together. I was always the one trying to keep the peace. For years, I've done that. I've allowed these people to degrade my husband. I allowed them to degrade me and my son. No more. Who the hell do you think you are? Get alive. Get the hell out of mine. But then it escalated from there. But my camera would pick up a short blonde-headed woman. What she would do at night, she would turn her ass up to my camera. My husband didn't see these pictures, which he had option to see them if he wants to. My husband don't never look at these pictures. Never. Until yet, to the day, I don't know who that woman is. And I know she was planted there because there's a lot of activity that went on in front of my cameras on purpose. A lot. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't come out with no damn comment or anything like that about how do you know your husband doing it? Look, just stay out of that. Like I said, I'm just wanting people to be aware of what type of people that is around this area here. And that if anybody in this area happen to see this video, they know what's going on. That you got to do everything you can to stay away from evil like this. Look, I don't call myself a Christian. I don't. I never will. Christians are a hard life to live in this world. Very hard. But I do believe in God. I know there is. And I thank God for Trump. Because he's going to put prayer back in schools, putting God back in this country. But I can't forgive anybody unless you are out of sight and out of mind. That's how I forgive somebody. But you keep planting. You keep wanting to be seen. You keep wanting trouble. One of these days, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. You're going to get exactly what you deserve. I have quite a few narcissistic people. These white people are narcissistic. They're troublemakers. They act like they're in high school. Grow the hell up. Grow the hell up. Till next time.